All right, big show today, folks. This is a part 2 follow-up from yesterday's show. This is going to show and expose the real reason Meghan Markle and Prince Harry were in New York, and it certainly wasn't for her empty room Time 100 interview where she could wear her great-great-grandfather's man pants.
Hold up, Dad.
This is going to show you audio that nobody's talking about.
It must really be something making stuff up all the time.
This is going to show you 2 different reasons that they were really there. This is also going to show you how connected and also how well-funded they seem to be.
The whole idea is simply ludicrous.
So they certainly are not broke.
These pants, I want to burn them. When you're short-waisted, you don't wear high-waisted pants, and you don't wear grandma's drapes.
Meghan, how do you feel about being part of 2 broken families?
Meghan Markle, the charlatan duchess that conned the royal family.
All right, what's going on, everybody, folks? How you doing? How you feeling? How's everything going? Happy Sunday to you. What's cooking? Good looking. Listen, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being part of the show, folks. A bunch of stuff going on here, okay? Numero uno.
Listen, I had a first-class ticket, and this guy, this son of a gun, I tell you, this son of a gun.
Listen, there's been a big demand, a lot of requests. All right, I contacted my 3PL, which is my third-party, logistics person. No, I'm just kidding. Listen, folks, I put together,
I have a first-class ticket shirt.
So if anybody's interested, I got a mug, a V-neck, a long sleeve, and a T-shirt. And they're all super sexy and super beautiful.
And you can let everybody know that not only did I have a first-class ticket, but you have a first-class ticket too.
And you really got to look at the detail on this because I really did it up. Anyways, so hopefully you like it. Let me know your thoughts. Now, other things of this. Some of this video I shot yesterday. Some of this stuff is going to be new. So if it sounds weird or whatever, that's the reason. The other thing is this. Stay tuned because at the end of this, I'm going to put on an additional audio that they only released to the BBC. And wait till you hear these scoundrels, okay? So let's get into this. A lot of subterfuge here, all right? But this is the real reason these skunks were there, okay? And this is the real reason. All this other nonsense was a distraction. By the way, nobody's talking about it. Well, I mean, maybe somebody is, but nobody that I've seen is talking about this. So let's get into this. Here we go. Who loves you, baby? Let's roll it. Folks, this is part of the video that I did yesterday, but there was something that it didn't even dawn on me. So think about this. They go to New York, right? And they set this up. And by the way, here's the other thing. Yesterday, I mentioned in the video, I said New York loves them. New York does not love them. I was referring to elites in New York. Capiche? Nobody loves them. Elites love them. In California or whatever. That's what I'm referring to. If I say something like that, that's what I mean. Anyways. But it didn't even dawn on me yesterday. So they set this whole thing up. Now realize this is on a rooftop. They've got a whole shindig here, right? They've got all these screens set up, all this stuff, right? Think about this. They're promoting, or not promoting. This is the Parents Network, okay? And this is trying to save, whatever, little young people from social media, the dangers of social media, which is just trying to curb your free speech. Oh, the free speech is bonkers. These people it's bonkers. They can say whatever they want and they're not rich. Oh, screw that. Anyways. You know how out of your mind you have to be? So let me get this straight. So the thing that allegedly was the end of what created the end, okay? I'm trying to be as YouTube friendly as possible here. The thing that created the end is what they then memorialized them in? Like what? So let me get this straight. So if it was a car or something, and you know what I mean, and it was over, Are they going to have a bunch of cars there? I mean, you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? So you're putting their image, instead of just having their images up or something like that, they literally have them on the thing that allegedly is the reason that they're no longer here. What moron thought of that? That is incredibly tone deaf, insensitive, and it's just somebody that has a lack of thought or any sort of ability to empathize with anybody. Why would you do that? Now, let's keep moving on. This is the Youth Power Fund, right? Remember that? I did a video on this where Scheissmeist and H were given a award to a Youth Power Fund, and it was about, curbing social media and all this other nonsense. And the person that they gave it to at the time, H was 40. The person that got it was 32 years old, 8 years younger than H. Where's the youth part in that? A 32-year-old person is considered youth? Youth to me is like, I don't know, these kids are like in high school or maybe college or something. 32? Okay. So this is it. And this also happened. Nice location. Look at this. Oh, please. Hello. How are you? Oh, all of you look so, not so young, quite frankly. Yeah. Oh, you, darling, look way older than the last winner. Please. I hope you don't win. Please. It's going to be embarrassing if I award a 45-year-old as Youth Power. By the way, Youth Power, it reminds me of a Halloween costume I wore one time. Oh yeah. Oh boy, I got a lot of flack for that. Youth Power though. I kept saying Youth Power when I was wearing it. Yeah, what do you know? Anyways, all right. Oh, okay. Yeah, I want to stop all of your free speech. So how do we do that quickly? Come on, please. Let's get some ideas going here. Centerpieces, folks. Centerpiece. This isn't a wedding, people. This is centerpieces at a business thing that people are sitting here with laptops. This isn't a, you know what I mean? This isn't a dinner. I mean, maybe they did have dinner. Somebody sprang for centerpieces, okay? On top of this stupid thing over here and all this other shit. So don't tell me they don't got money. There's money coming from somewhere. Guess when this was started? 2023. Guess when Archwell was started? March 31st. Oh, I'm sorry. Archwell was started in October of 2020. Guess when they stopped working or ceased as being quote unquote working royals? That was ceased March 31st. Okay? So in New York, right? Forget about the Time 100 thing. That's a distraction. He goes to one thing, which is a parents' network, which is curbing social media, okay? And getting people to say, hey, social media is bad because look at all this stuff. Wait till I tell you the statistics, okay? Social media is bad. Social media, oh boy, look, harms in the future. Harms. We got to shut people up. Oh, please, in my home country, if an old person, I mean, sure, they can't afford their heating bill and everything, but if they say one thing that we don't like, we just throw their ass right in jail. It's beautiful. Please, how do we get more old people locked up? I don't like them. Okay? Future transfers to on AI or future something. I don't know what it says. Something on AI, I know that. Tree. It's got a tree there. This guy's here. Right? This guy. Who knows what he's talking about? All right, please. I like to talk with my fingers. Okay? By the way, folks, do you know how many? Okay, I'm going to give you some stats, right? Well, this is going here. I'm going to give you these stats. Oh, he gives a speech. Look how happy he is to talk about. I would love to curb your speech. All right? Raise your hand if you're stupid. Raise your hand if you would like just the elites to tell you what to do. Raise your hand, dummies. Please, I'm paying all of you to be here. Please. This is costing me a pretty penny. All right? I need dummies to raise your hand if I can take your free speech. Please. All right? Listen to this, folks. They're so worried about social media hurting the children or whatever the deal is. Okay? I'm going to give you some statistics. Between 1995 and 2005, the amount of young people that, let's just say, from 0 to 19, that are no longer with us, okay, I'm going to put that in the nicest way I can, was between and this is in the United States, this is between 2,250 to 2,600 per year, okay? That's 1995 to 2005. No social media, okay? I think maybe MySpace was coming on around 2005 or 6, possibly, okay? From 2010 to 2025, Facebook really popped off in 2010-ish, I guess you could say. I don't know. But to now, first of all, there's no direct correlation to social media. Not one. Not one. Okay? This is according to the research. Okay? Allegedly. Guess how many people, 0 to 19, since there's all this social media now and there's 7,000 different apps that people can be on and communicate with one another, guess how many are no longer with us per year? 450 to 800. So it's actually gone down a substantial amount since social media has been around. So this guy right here went to New York to have his, allegedly, this is my theory here, to have his little parents' network so he could get his thing, so he could push that. Social media is dangerous because elites can't control it. They want the mainstream media to tell you what to do. They think it'd be so much better if there was... The First Amendment is bonkers. I think I'm quoting somebody here. Your First Amendment is bonkers.
Yeah. Yeah.
I got so much I want to say about the First Amendment. I still don't understand it, but it is bonkers.
It is bonkers.
Please, only elites should be able to say stuff. All right, dum-dums? Get it through your dumb heads, please. All of you are stupid. All right, please, listen. I'm sorry, you can't all be born with silver spoons stuck in your hiney. It just don't work like that. I need to be able to tell you what to do, and I don't like people making fun of me. Do you know how hard I worked the other... Oh, please. It was in January with the falls. I had to go get a donut. I haven't worked that hard in my life. With allegedly the person who pretends to be my wolf. Anyways, folks, there's your real reason. So Markle is the distraction. Because this is what's going on right here. Capiche?
To really be able to maximize the global messaging on it, because it is a universal truth that our children are in harm's way by what's happening online. And I think for those who do choose to be online and to be in social media as adults as well, that we get to set the example and really put as much good and joy into the world as we can. It's like that old quote, darkness cannot drive out darkness, only light can do that. And I think in many ways what we see through these parents is the hope and the promise of something better, because every single one of them in their resilience is an example, as they will say, their mouths, if you're able to speak to any of them directly. They just want to make sure this doesn't happen to anyone else. And we are just here to support them in that in such a huge way. One of the fathers said, he's like, all of these photographs, as you can see, illustrates the children that are lost, but we don't have our photographs of all the children who will be saved. And it's so powerful if you look at it through that lens. So that's what we're here to support.
It's like really it's so dark, but at the same time there's like a silver. I don't want a silver lining on it.
Well, it's a language that no one should have to speak, but they can speak the same language with each other. And we're so grateful to have created that space for them to be.
And it's a community that shouldn't even need to exist. Yeah. And yet it's a growing community every single day, tens of thousands of parents. Like it's yeah.
What thoughts do you take home with you to your children?
We're just grateful that our kids are.
So what takeaways would you give your own children? Oh, Bugsy, please. I didn't know they were gonna ask any questions. Oh boy. Land malts. He loves land malts. Land malts, folks. This had nothing to do with Time 100. All right. It says everything to do with this. Who loves you, baby? Hope you're having a wonderful day. And don't forget, oh my God, please. You can have a first class ticket. All right? Who loves you, baby?
I applauded that.
If not, why not?
Don't forget to like and subscribe, baby.
Who loves you, baby? You're beautiful.